In this video we are about to react to is Madison Brown, Stop Waiting for Life to Give You Permission. Self-explanatory, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello and welcome. We are in a new seating arrangement. I felt like, I gotta switch it up. It's a new era, so I'm sitting in front of my couch now. I felt like the perfect thing to talk about based off of the week I've had personally, because I think life has really shown me, especially recently, that you can't ask for permission. You just have to do the things that you want to do, and once you decide, that's when things start happening to you.
Yep.
I think we sit around a lot waiting for circumstances to be different, to finally go after our dreams, to, start that business or quit our job or leave a relationship or start a new relationship, reaching out to a potential friend. There's, I think, an overemphasis on being super prepared for any sort of change. But really, the best choices I've made in my life have been ones that I didn't really feel 100% ready for, but I just kind of went for it anyway and took the leap of faith and going into the unknown. And I think,
Hey, one of the things I can say, because yeah, she's saying real shit, and I agree with that. Look, I had a whole last plan of what I was going to do from high school, since high school, right? I was going to be an FBI agent. So, I was going to go to the military, just go to college. My degree is going to be in bachelor's. I was going to get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and minor in psychology. I was going to go and do the FBI internship. And then once I do that, get that, be in the military for a little bit, go to CID to where I have federal investigation experience, and I already have a secret security, top secret security clearance, and then apply to be a special agent at FBI. Right? Obviously, I'm not doing that shit now. I got my degree. I got into the FBI internship. COVID fucked it up. Didn't end up going. I finished out, my full contract of the military. Didn't end up doing it, and I'm doing this. I prepared 100% for this, bruh. I prepared 100% to get in the FBI. And it took a virus to just... But I ain't complaining about that shit. So you could prepare all you want. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here with degrees who ain't using that shit and they making money somewhere else. You got to go with your gut. And I knew when I was over in California, I was deployed, I was like, I'm not working for the government. I can't. I'm not. A job is not for me. Like what I'm doing right now, me choosing to stay in my house or leave my house. This is the vibe for me. Me and my isolation. Me and my own essence and my energy. This is what God intends for me to do. To where it can move me on to bigger and better things. To where it's all within God's purpose. But you got to step out on faith of God. Faith in God. And faith in yourself, too. That's the biggest thing.
This video itself,
and it's uncomfortable.
Content
it is
a perfect example of this.
It's uncomfortable. You have to get out of survival mode, man. You have to get out of survival mode.
But before we get into the rest of the video, I did want to just say thank you for all the support for my last post. I read through the comments, which is something I haven't done in a long time, and I've been getting DMs from you guys, and I just really appreciate the support and to know that people genuinely do care about me and my music, and what I have to say is so amazing and something, every artist wants, no matter what scale. Like, it really warms my heart to see you guys, genuinely leave thoughtful comments and be so supportive. And I'm really excited to share all the music that I've been working on with you guys. Dogs comes out next week. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm really on the right path and doing the right thing for myself, and having that being validated by people really means a lot. But on that topic, I honestly for a while knew I should probably change my content in general, and I had kind of talked about it here and there with friends who also do YouTube, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was afraid that people wouldn't be interested. And sure, yeah, like I lost subscribers since my last video, but it's okay. I think it's a cleansing, and I want the right kind of audience, and I believe this will take me further.
If people don't like it for yourself, fuck them.
Direction that I want to go in my life, so I'm okay with that. I think for a while I was feeling maybe like I had to wait, and I was waiting for permission to just go after the thing that I wanted to do and do what feels right for me. And to be fair, it took some time for me to actually know what it is that I wanted to do with this channel. I knew that even up to the point where I was about to hit upload on that last video, I felt so like scared and anxious, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, is this insane? Am I crazy for doing this? In the past few months, around, I want to say like maybe August or September, I kind of initiated this entire transformation in my life where I was like, okay, I'm not where I want to be in life. I feel like everything is burning to the ground, and honestly, I have nothing to lose, and I just need to go full throttle on my dreams. And in that moment,
nigga, that's how it is, bro. That's literally how it is. That's how you know that you're going into a new timeline for yourself. When everything around you feel like it's fucking crumbling. I just got like chills and just hot flash. Like my body's just damn near like coming inside of itself from that, bro. I swear to God, like damn near an orgasm. But that's literally how it is. That's how you know that you're going in the right direction. Like her timing and shit like that. Like how she just kind of stepped into a new timeline. That was my timeline too. So I don't know if she said like, is we twin flames? Is we soulmates? Like what is we, Madison? What's going on? What you trying to say? Y'all be like these, okay. But no, man, that's beautiful. And the best time to do the shit that you wouldn't normally do, you step out of your comfort zone, is when you have nothing to lose, bro. It's like, bruh, it's like that confidence, that faith in God, faith in yourself. Bro, I have nothing to fucking lose right now, so fuck it, let me do it. Why not? I can't get more lower. Let me trust in myself, because this shit isn't working. This shit isn't for me. I could do this, but I don't fuck with it like that. What else can I lose? So, hell yeah.
When I decided I am a full-time artist, I'm a full-time singer and songwriter.
Hell yeah.
This is my life. This is my job. I am supported through my gift, through music, and
her gift.
I just decided it, and it's amazing what has unfolded since I made that decision. And I really think that is a huge part of making a change in your life. It's not about waiting for some magical circumstance to show up in your life. You don't go from working a 9 to 5 as, I don't know, an accountant, but really wanting to be a painter without actually going ahead and painting and doing this thing that you want to do. No one's going to magically show up to your cubicle and say, hey, it's your turn now. It's your time to follow your dreams. Here's the easel. Here are the paintbrushes. Here's the paint. Now you're allowed to do it. It doesn't work like that. Become the person that you want to be internally first. And then the outside world will reflect that back to you. But it really is a decision. And I think that's kind of unpopular advice when it comes to...
Nigga, fuck that. Nigga, fuck the popular advice, and if that's unpopular advice. Nigga, trust in, or bitch, or man, or female, or, cause I want to be respectful. Trust in yourself. That survival mode is gonna kill you faster than if you just take a breath, meditate, pray. Be aware of your surroundings, right? That job is going to keep you in survival mode. God is going to make a way. Manifest that. and putting that work. Trusting yourself, trusting Yahweh, trusting God, man. The best thing you could ever do is believe and trust in yourself. I've always believed in trusting myself. I've always believed in trusting God, even when I had my break away from Him, but away from God. I always say Him because God is consciousness. He's not a gender. Even when I had my break away from Him, He was never away from me. And guess what? I'm working on my relationship, getting back, strong with God. But have faith in God. Have faith in yourself.
Like, I don't know, advice you heard from your parents or from teachers in school, things like that, because I feel like we are taught to just hope that things will magically change for us, and we have to just follow the traditional path in life.
Fuck
for
that.
security,
You gotta know.
because that's what you're
know
supposed
about
to
it.
do, and if you do anything else, you're in jeopardy.
And look, man. This is what I can say about that. Don't talk to anybody about what you want to do, because they're the quickest ones to be like, nah, I don't think you should do this, or do you know how hard that is? Or they'll put in those doubts in your mind. It's already enough that you want to do this, but you telling somebody what you want to do is energy leaking, because they're taking what you're saying. You're like, I don't know, man, because in their reality, they are afraid of doing what they want to do. And so what they're doing is projecting on you, because they didn't do it or they can't do it. You can't do it. One of the things I'm telling my kids when I have them, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. I will support you 100%. I got you. As long as you're not a killer or a stripper or a porn star. As long as you're doing good in the world, I will support you 100%. I got your back. Regardless if I don't agree with it. And I mean being a stripper or a gangster or killer. Something, because come on, dog. Like, you don't need that. We have enough money to where you gotta, what, you need street cred? You just want daddy's attention. I understand. Come here. But yes, validate yourself. Don't go for other people for confirmation, because those people who you're looking for advice, they're not gonna give you good advice, because they're gonna tell you to keep the safe route, and that safe route is what's gonna lead you into regret. No, you need courage. You need courage you gotta run and jump off the cliff, and then that's how you fly. Literally, that's how you fly. I don't think you understand. Since I've left from the security job, I've had nothing but dreams of me just flying, and it's great. I love it. It's just it's an automatic thing. It's literally an automatic thing. It's I'm not even scared to fucking fall. I know I can fly. Nigga, I last night I had a dream that I flew. I was like, man, fuck all this shit. That shit. Ain't nothing to hold me back. Ain't nothing weighing me down. Oh yeah. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Fuck everybody else. Stay silent with what you're doing. Stay silent with what you're doing. Keep that energy within you, because that energy, that passion, that fire is what's gonna keep you motivated, keep you creative, keep you doing what you want to do. I know you're gonna want to tell people, and then guess what? Even if you tell people, and people still see it, and they ask you, "What is this? What is that?" Just say, "Oh, I just fuck with it. It's just something that I'm doing." Now, be aware with how they react to when they find your thing. Do not say hide it from them. I didn't say hide it from them. I said keep it silent, keep it private to yourself. Be aware with how they react to when they find what you're doing. Either they support you or they hate you. Be aware and move accordingly.
I'll try not to get full on, breaking out of the matrix, but that is essentially kind of what I'm talking about in a way. I just felt really trapped in this kind of box of like I'm just a YouTuber to people, and people only see me as this one thing when really, who I really am is something else. And when I made that decision, I automatically just started taking action in ways I never had before. This is what people would call like inspired action in the manifestation community lingo. And so it was an interesting unfolding. And at first, I wasn't trying to force anything because I had tried to do that in the past and it just stressed me out and honestly backfired on me, and it forced me to just like do nothing. And because I was so stressed and overwhelmed. But this time around, I was like, you know what? There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing for me to force or to rush to do because I'm already a full-time artist, living off my music, living my dream. And one day I was like, oh, I should see if there's any like old beats that I haven't listened to in a while on my computer or my Dropbox. And I found some as a part of me embodying the person I wanted to be. I'm like, well, I'm a singer, so I practice every day. I practice my repertoire. I write every day, and so I'd write to these old beats, and that led me to reaching out to someone who I hadn't made music with in a while. And I hit him up, and now I'm working with him on new music, and I met a friend of his who's also a producer, and we're working on new music. And you see how it's just like this unfolding, and now I have all of these songs that I'm working on that I am going to finish and put out, and I am like building up a vault. And when I first started making this transition and changing my mindset, I didn't have anything. I was stressed. I was like, I'm so upset that I haven't been releasing music as consistently as I wanted to, and I felt really stuck. At the time, I was really only working with one person, and we hadn't talked in a while, and I didn't know where to turn. And speaking of which, I reached out to that person too. His name is Tate, by the way. He produced I Killed My Clone, Missing Out, Scapegoat. I was like, oh, I don't have the live instrumental for I Killed My Clone. So I reached out to my producer, who I hadn't talked to in a while, and he's like, oh yeah, I have it. And that was the first time we had exchanged text messages in like 9 months. And then we were like, oh, we need to meet up again. Like, it's been too long. And you know what's funny? That same day, I texted him, I went on a walk, and I just so happened to run into him on that walk. And it's like, nothing is a coincidence. We just became this like energetic match again after months of not seeing each other. We started working on music that same day. Now those songs are actually turning into a project. And I don't want to say too much yet because I still have to sign the...
Hey, bro, that's how it be. That's how it be. And don't keep it locked in a vault. Don't keep it locked in a vault. Now, will I react to it? Shit, I don't know. Shit. What that nigga say? Shit, if I do it. Shit, if I do it. But nah, that's really how it be. And God works in very, very supernatural ways where it's like, bro, like you can do nothing but only thank God. Like, God, like, this is you. This is you. Praise and glory be to you, Yahweh. That's literally how it be, man.
Contract, but I have a very exciting next step in my music career, and it's something I've been wanting, and it's a really amazing opportunity.
Hell yeah.
And I'm so excited, and it's really like it's really checking off a goal that I set for this year, and it's only January, so I'm so excited to see what more unfolds. But months before, when I was not in this identity of being a full-time artist and in the identity of trying
what I wanted to say was like I feel that when she was talking about I wasn't really making any music and I've been wanting to, but I just felt like I just couldn't. I just had a creative dead space. That's how I was. When I wasn't streaming, I haven't streamed in fucking like 4 to 5 months. And I was like streaming on and off and shit. Like, I was like, damn, man, I haven't streamed in a while. But I knew I needed to take time for myself. That was my biggest thing. I had to take time for myself to get myself out of that survival mode and focus on leaving from the airport and the shit with the daycare. And it's just a whole lot, man. And also finding myself and healing myself, which I'm still healing myself. But just dealing with that stuff and healing through it. So I get it and I understand, and I felt bad, but it's like also like I'm taking my time because the I'm not forcing my process. I'm not rushing my process because that'd be being in survival mode. I'm being my authentic self. That's why yesterday, like, I didn't stream. Like, I'm not gonna keep telling y'all I'm gonna stream and then I don't stream. I'm just going when I feel like stream, I'm gonna stream. And like people say, like, hey, you gotta have a time and you gotta have days that you stream, bruh, and you gotta do it so often. You gotta do this. No, bruh. That's putting you in survival mode, bro. Because that's where the clip farmers are coming from, and that's where like you running shit crazy. Like, nah, bro, you gotta do all this. You gotta go out and you gotta rage bait people. You gotta because you're trying to attract the wrong audience. Well, you're searching for for the audience. Me, when you're within flow state and you're trusting Yahweh, you trusting God, they're attracted to you. And I'm gonna say not everybody's gonna want to watch me. That's cool, but I'm gonna have my community to where we're all elevating, ascending, and I know that if nobody's watching me, I know Yahweh is watching me. So always someone is watching me, always, and He has my back. He's always with me, whether I'm sitting, whether I'm standing, making a smoothie. Yahweh is always with me, and my benevolent ancestors. I got a fucking on both sides. My benevolent ancestors, they got me. A plethora of them. My dogs.
But not having,
they my
I would have
supporters.
never made
They're
any
proud of
of
me for
these
doing
moves.
this.
None of these decisions would have come up, and if they did, I probably would have ignored it because I would have had self-doubt. I would have been like, oh no, that's not going to work or whatever. And that is the magic of, shifting your identity and changing the way that you perceive yourself, because on a unconscious level, doors that were always there now become visible to you because your perception is completely different. And again, nobody gave me the permission to do this. No one magically showed up to my door and said, hey, here's your official full-time singer-songwriter certificate. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't relying on numbers or streams or fans or anybody, no label, to tell me you are a full-time singer-songwriter now. This is your life. This is your job. Because most people wouldn't. They'd be like, well, once I have this or once I make this amount of money, then I can identify as such. But you got to reverse engineer it and be like, I already have this. And then that's when shit starts to unfold, and quickly. You'd be surprised how quickly things unfold. And I'm getting all these opportunities for me as an artist to perform and to make music and to actually get paid for it, which is what I've been talking about this whole time. I'm a full-time artist. I've been a professional singer for a while, but the kind of work I was doing when I was like 17, 18 is very different to what I'm doing now as a recording artist and a songwriter. I'm not sure what I can and can't say because some of the stuff hasn't like been finished yet, but a couple months ago I got to work on a project. They needed singers to program a production tool. It's not AI, by the way. Whenever I say that, people think like AI. It's not. And it's crazy how like I think they call it the bridge of incidents, where it's kind of like the different steps you take that happen from the like starting point to your manifestation. And looking back, I'm like, oh wow, this thing led to that thing, and this thing that led to that thing. It's so crazy. Like I mentioned.
And the thing is, like, it's not incident. Like, everything is on purpose. Everything is calculated. It may be an incident to you, but that's because you're maybe not as tapped in. But I understand and I know, because I'm tapped in. Thank you to Yahweh, to my benevolent ancestors. And still growing, still elevating. But it's not incident. Like, God has a plan for you. It's your choice on whether you're going to follow him or whether you're against him. If you're with him, then you're moving according to plan. Like, you got to be fully with him, with Yahweh. If you're not, you against him. It says it in the Bible. And I've been reading my Bible.
The singing thing that I'm being vague about, where they hired me because they need singers for this production tool, I had to sing 2 hours straight of music. And I was so prepared for this opportunity because I decided a couple months back I need to practice every day. I need to practice my repertoire as a singer. And so I had all these songs basically memorized, and I was able to show up to that session completely prepared and just knock through it. And they were like, "You killed that. This was the best session we've had out of all the singers." And I was like, wow, I never would have thought that this action would have led to this success and opportunity. It's like that saying, preparation plus opportunity equals success. That's literally what happened. I think this is why people say you have to be delusional, because when you decide for yourself that
Maybe we was just delusional. No, no consistency. And the envy was two fools in love. Hey, she ain't the one that got them singing chops, baby. I swear to God. Hey, I'm gonna be getting into music too. Don't you worry.
can identify as
Don't you worry.
Because your external world may not directly reflect that yet. Other people will think, oh, well, that's weird, that's crazy, that's delusional, because that's not true. I push back on the be delusional thing just a little bit. I love the sentiment and I totally agree, but the things that are like delusional to me are like, oh, it makes perfect sense to me. It may not make sense to other people, which I think is why we use the word delusional. It's like, but to you,
man, delusional is a negative connotation of trusting in yourself. You know, manifesting positivity. Everything's gonna be alright. Hey, I'm already wealthy. You're living in your car. Shit, this is a Lambo. Nigga, this is your fucking beat up Honda Accord. Nigga, this a Lambo. And the thing is, be mindful of who you are delusional or manifesting around. Because people see that as delusional. Those are the ones you don't want to be around. Those are your haters. Those are the ones who are going, when you do get up because you followed your dreams and followed your life's purpose and your life's path and you understood the assignment. Those are the people who are going to be looking for a shout out or looking for a handout. Hey, I was there in your Honda Accord with you, and let me get some of that. Nigga, that was a Lambo you was with me in. Now it's a Honda Accord. That's why you're not getting shit. There's gonna be people who are, damn, I love this Lambo. Look at the stars in the ceiling, bro. This shit going fast as fuck, boy. Go ahead, hit that turbo. What you doing? Put the windows down. Turn the bass up. It's the beautiful time. We rolling through the city in your fucking Lambo, bro. Hey man. I can't wait till we get back to my Bugatti, brother. Like those type of people who can match manifestation with manifestations. Hey, brother, I just sent the wire for 100 million. Oh, word. All right, bet. Hey, bet. I got some contracts waiting for you when you get back to the crib. It's another collab. With fashion. With Puma. Got one with Timberland. Like that type of manifestation. Like those people. Oh yeah, those are the people who keep around with you. That's it. Not the motherfuckers you like, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. What contracts? What the fuck? Because those are the ones they leave them peons or the peons. They got peon brain. They got surface level brain. They probably don't even dream.
it makes sense.
They want to stay the same.
Makes sense, and that's really all that matters.
And
you don't have to like.
That's another thing. When I say leave them, don't like leave them like on a negative thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna show you. Nah, because you're doing out of malice. Have a positive intention. Where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you believe what you want to believe on that. I'm holding my boundary because I know what it is. I'm not allowing you putting your negative energy onto me. As a positivity, if I hang out with you again, I hang out with you again. But it's like, I don't really want your negativity in my space. I love you. I'm gonna love you from afar. And what you do with your life, you do with your life. I don't judge you for what you do with your life. I don't make fun of you for what you do with your life. But it's like, we're not the same.
Tell people what's going on in your head. It can be just for you. Eventually, other people will see it regardless. If you're someone who really wants to do something and you don't have, all the steps perfectly lined up, I say just go for it. Because you know what? You can prepare all you want and wait for the circumstances to be perfect, which they probably never will. But even if you do have this perfect plan laid out, life happens and things change and go in different directions.
I just explained to y'all. Literally just explained to y'all.
That's going to happen in your life. So you have to be flexible. And I think having a loose plan is better than trying to be super strict about it.
Yeah.
As long as you know what direction you want to go and you take action towards that, you're good. And you'll be surprised because it really is like a snowball effect, the bridge of incidents. It's, you start with one little action and then it leads to another thing and another thing and another thing.
Never an accident.
Brains aren't meant to see the entire scope of everything and how it's going to work out. We just can only
trust in God
in this current moment. And as long as you're
be present,
in the moment,
trust in,
you're embodied.
Be present, trust in God, have gratitude for the things you have. Have gratitude, give thanks. That's how you do it.
Being that energy of your dreams and the direction you want to go to, it'll work out. Like you'll be surprised what will come to you. Again, life doesn't happen to you, it comes from you. If your dream is to be a filmmaker, what do filmmakers do? They make films, they watch movies, they create storyboards, they're, writing. You don't have to wait to be in a specific position to, one, identify with the person you want to be, but also do the things that you want to do. Like, what is the pop star version of me doing every day? She's writing songs, she's doing vocal warm-ups, she's practicing, she's recording, she's taking care of her body, she's eating well, she's sleeping, she's exercising. All of the things that you envision, when I'm this is what I'll be doing, this is what my day looks like. Do those things. You don't have to have all the fancy equipment or have every possible connection. If you just start doing it, you again, to the filmmaker thing, you whip out your phone. You don't need a fucking black magic camera or whatever.
Did my ears deceive me? Did she just drop the F-bomb? Oh, I ain't gonna lie. My wife. My wife. Boy, did she just drop? She hasn't cursed the whole 14 minutes and she drops the F-bomb as the first one? As the first curse word? Oh yeah, I'm fucking with Madison. Oh yeah.
You just start doing the thing, and once you really get in that rhythm and that energy, you start to feel more confident in taking the next step. Maybe, that person that you've always admired, that you've always wanted to talk to or reach out to or work with, now you feel like, oh yeah, I can just talk to them, I can just reach out to them, because why wouldn't they want to work with me? Why wouldn't they want to get coffee with me? You know what I mean? And then you're constantly giving yourself proof every single day that you are the person that you say you are, that you believe you are, and it just becomes naturally who you are and how you identify. You don't even have to think about it. I got into songwriting just because I wanted to write songs about how I was feeling, because I always wanted to be a singer, and I figured, okay, well, if I am going to be a professional singer, I need to write songs. If I want to be, a recording artist, a pop star, or be in a band, like, I need to write songs. Like, that was just logically what happened at 12 for me. And, as I've become a songwriter and putting out records, I really have, worked on my craft as a songwriter, which is a gift that I didn't really think about. I thought, everyone who does music can write songs, which isn't true. And so songwriting has been such a deep love of mine, and I've really improved, especially in this past year, because I've been writing so much more often, and I've gotten quicker since I first started making records to now. And the people around me, producers I work with, really reflected that back to me and really validated my skill of it. And a friend of mine who I work with, he's like, have you considered being a pop writer for other artists, because you could definitely do it? And I was like, yeah, actually I have, and it's not something that I ever considered really up until recently, because a couple years ago I probably would have been like, I don't know if I don't know if it even really crossed my mind. And get it in your mind, as soon as I started identifying as a full-time singer and songwriter, all of a sudden it's like people keep telling me how skilled I am as a songwriter and how I should write for other people, and that could be a whole career path for me. And it's true, and it's something that I believed in myself first, and it's only being validated more and more. I've been putting in the work. It's not like I just woke up one day and was like, I'm a songwriter now, having not written a single song. You know what I mean? Like, I've been really honing in on my craft, and the work is really speaking for itself, and I don't have to say it. I don't have to try to make people believe it. I just am that, and it's just a fact.
State of being. It's a state of being. I'm not just doing this to, flex on my muscles, just in case, it's just in case, Madison sees this video, State of being.
When you need a last-minute dress, just ask Google to virtually try on and shop outfits.
I think something that holds people back when it comes to giving themselves permission is they don't want to be made fun of or judged or even ostracized by friends and family, because when you do something out of the ordinary, when you do something that is more aligned with your dreams and it's different than how you've been living your life, people will doubt you because
and all I can say is fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck what they gotta think. Because if they think about how they are when you tell them your dreams. What position are they in right now? I'm sure they're cool, they're comfortable, working their 9 to 5 or a 7 to 3 or whatever, and then they get an ample amount of free time. They pretty much have a routine, and they have to schedule or book when they can go on trips and possibly wait, and not have time home with their family on the holidays. If they do, possibly paid, possibly unpaid, they have to schedule their lives out. But you won't have to do that. But they're so used, because they stuck in survival mode to where like they also are stressing about bills. But you're like, man, bills gonna come and go, but I know I'm good. I'm good. So when it comes to you doing what you want to do, and those people who are telling you or doubting you, or just even trying to say, be like, I just want you to be smarter, I want you to do this, I just want you, think about where they are right now and the age that they're at. Do they align with what you're thinking, or where they're at? Do they align with where you see yourself at the same age, or if they are your peers? The shit that they're doing, does it align to where you see yourself? Look at their actions and see what their actions are leading them to. That's how you decipher, you know what? Fuck everybody else. I'm just gonna do it.
they probably doubt their own dreams, and they probably doubt themselves, and
Projection.
going against the grain of what society tells you should do. And it can be scary, but honestly, if you get that, I think that means you're on the right path. If people think you're crazy, that's how you know you're doing something right. Some people thought I was crazy even for starting YouTube. You know how many people were like, oh, I didn't think that was going to work out for you? Like, I was honestly kind of skeptical. Friends and family did not believe in me when I first started YouTube, but I was like, nah, I'm going to have 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I did that. It was January 2021 or 2020. No, yeah, it was January 2021. I had just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I told my dad, I'm going to have 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And he was like, okay, honey, like, good luck with that. By the end of the year, I had like 250,000 subscribers. So, you just have to know that you're going to do it, and it's going to happen for you.
Bruh, you just got to know. Trust in God, trust in Yahweh, man. It's like, before you go in your ascension, it's going to feel like everything is crumbling. So, like, when I was leaving my when I was leaving my old job, my last forever job, I was looking for external validation or external support from my dad, and he never gave it to me. And I could have went off on him and be like, not really went off, be like, why don't you feel this way, or why, and question him. And I was like, you know what? Why question him about why question him about something that I know that I'm going to be good at, because I trust in God and I trust in myself. So I turned on that validation for myself, but let him know that, hey, even though I don't need your validation, I still would love your support. If I don't get it, fine, that's cool. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have anything planned, but I know that the way that I'm moving is the right plan. I know it's the right way. I would love your support. If I don't get it, I guess I don't get it. But hey, this is how I'm moving, whether you agree with it or not. It's time that you have to do that. And then let your actions, because the biggest thing is you and your actions doing it, but also the intention behind. Yeah, I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not doing this because I want to prove to everybody I'm going to do this. Because then you're doing it with malicious intent and doing it to fulfill something, and then that hence, and it is rooted in a deeper traumatic, deeper trauma. You have to figure that out.
And it's happening, you know? Doesn't matter what people think. And if you have goals that makes people think, what the hell, who does she think she is? She's crazy. That's unrealistic. You're on the right path and you're doing it, and you gotta lean in. I remember I was on the phone with my mom, and this was around the time I had just gotten monetized on YouTube, and I was still in college. And my mom called me and she's like, oh, what are you up to? And I was like, oh, I've been working today. And she's like, working? Like, you don't have a job. What are you talking about? And I was like, no, YouTube, like, that's my work. It's because it technically was, like, I was getting paid to do it. I was still in school, so I wasn't full-time yet. But in my mind, I had decided I am a full-time YouTuber. This is my job. And she thought I was crazy for saying that. Like, she laughed at me. She was like, working? Like, you're not working. And you know, here we are. Like, that's another great example of just, like, giving yourself permission. And although it's annoying when people doubt you, you living in your truth, going after your dreams and actually making moves and get motion, the people who doubted you will be inspired by you. Because the reason they're doubting you...
Hey, they either gonna be inspired by you or they gonna hate on you. And they gonna want to be you. But that's neither here nor there. It's not even about what they are, what they get from it. I mean, it is, but it isn't, because you mind your own business. But yes, I was about to say with delivering Uber Eats. Like me delivering Uber Eats, bro. I told y'all the way I be dressed, man, I be dressed like a fucking boss, because I am a fucking boss. Like, I feel that way, and I'm like, you know what? I'm out here making my money, do what I want to, delivering, listening to music, or listening to sermons, or listening to DJ Academics and his rants, or whatever. But I'm whipping around, dressed to fucking impress, wear whatever the fuck I want, and I can just do whatever I want. Once I'm done delivering Uber Eats, I come back here, or I'll go to Nostalgia, or I'll go to wherever I want to go or need to go. But I'm just out here just stepping and freestyling and do whatever I want, and I'm dressed like a boss, because I am a boss. And now I'm in the crib and I'm working on, my streaming and my YouTube and everything. But it's all about mindset. What am I? I'm a boss. I'm a fucking emperor. I'm a king. I'm a god. Gazer.
It's because they don't know how to do that for themselves, and they've probably never even tried.
Yeah.
Or if they did, they didn't stick to it because they were so scared and full of doubt.
Scared, full of doubt, discouraged. Discouraged because they thought that it was overnight, and it's like, no, it's not overnight. You got to put in your time and really trust and believe in the process and believe in Yahweh. The biggest thing is believing in Yahweh and believing in your benevolent ancestors. Believing in
time
them.
to see things through.
And getting out of survival mode too.
You will inspire them. Like if we want to talk about the universe, when it comes to something that I didn't learn until later when it came to manifesting or like praying to God, is that you're not necessarily asking, you're not wishing for something. You're essentially telling the universe, okay, I've decided this is the direction my life is going. And then you decide it, and that's it. Like, it's complete. And
yeah, you
live your life in accordance to that belief and identity, rather than sitting around waiting, oh, when's it gonna come? Is it mine? I hope this happens. I hope this comes true. I wish upon a star. No, it's not wishing upon a star. It's deciding. It's giving yourself permission to feel the feeling, to be the identity. I kind of hate that word hope, and I get people are being nice when they say, oh, I hope it works out for you. I don't hope, I know. I don't hope it's going to work out for me. I know it's going to work out.
I don't hope, I know. I don't hope, I know. On God.
For me. It is working out for me.
Oh, it is.
Ain't no hope.
Ain't no hope.
And
ain't no hope.
That's not shade to anybody saying who's, saying, oh, I hope it works out for you. That's their version of, being supportive, and I totally get that.
Giving them grace.
But I just, hope is not a word to me. It doesn't register. It doesn't enter my consciousness to quote Marty Supreme, that what I want, that my dreams won't work out. It just is. It doesn't. Ever since I was a kid, I'm like, I know this is my life. This is gonna be how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know when or how, but it is.
Yep.
And again, nobody gave me permission. I'd love to do a Q&A on Patreon where I talk about my start with singing and acting and theater and getting into music and my whole journey with that, because a couple of people have asked me, like, can you talk about how you got into music? And I would love to give a full kind of biography timeline on that, but I also would love to do it in a kind of Q&A format. So if you have any questions about music or songwriting or performing or anything creative like that, I would love your questions, and I'd love to answer them on Patreon. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. This felt really good. This was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this did something for you. Please let me know what you would like to see next, and thank you so much for being here. I really do mean it, and I really appreciate it. Stream Dogs, January 21st, on all platforms. Follow me on TikTok at Madison777, and you can follow me on Instagram at Madison Brown as well. My Spotify is Madison, same with Apple Music. So yeah, all the links are below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Shout out to Madison. That was a dope video. I had to, admire her, the rest of her beauty, and let her get her stuff out. And don't even think about hitting her up. She mine.